Here again with Coach Aaron Swinson. We're going to talk some women's basketball. Back to sort of a regular schedule, if you will. 2 games this week, one on Wednesday, one on Saturday. Before we get into that, just tell me about the past few days. Obviously, we had the weekend off, and I still know that you guys were still working, though, because there's still a lot to play for over the next couple of weeks, trying to get in that tournament. So what have the last few days look like since we played Nichols?
The last few days have been really good. I was pleased with the way we prepared this past weekend, as well as the last practice that we had yesterday. The players, I always tell them, I said, you know, you prepare to win the day first before we actually play that game on Wednesday or Saturday. And yesterday was very pleasing. I liked the effort. We took Sunday off, obviously, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that the players come back mentally prepared to, get ready to play against Stephen F. Austin.
You talk about the effort and being pleased with that in that last practice. It seems like that's been the trend over the past few weeks. Not just in practice, but we've seen it during games. How is that translated from practice to games? That effort that I know you want to see, and it feels like you've seen it for sure over the last few weeks for the most part.
Yes. What I try to tell them is this: you practice the way you play, and that's it's a pet peeve. And I want all the players to understand that if you give us all your effort in practice, you should be able to do the same thing and translate it over to the game. So, like I said before, I think yesterday was very pleasing. Today is a different day, but I want them to carry everything over from yesterday, today, and build from today for tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have those a good result.
Talking a little bit about Stephen F. Now, last home game as well of the season. We've already had our senior day and had a good time there. SFA a little bit different challenge than McNeese for sure. Going up against them in the last home game. I mean, what's the mentality, what's the mindset of the team right now?
Well, one thing I talked to the players about yesterday in the circle, all 5 seniors, including Nia, who's the 6th person, I told them this game here on Wednesday is your last game that you'll ever play here at Prather. And that should motivate you. You freshmen, your time will come at some point. But right now, it's time for you guys to realize that, you know what, this is my last day. This is the last day I'm going to have this practice. This is the last day I'm going to have this game. So that should be a motivation, within itself. So that's the one thing I try to tell this group. But at the same time, this is a different team. No, this is not McNeese. McNeese is a great team. But, Stephen F. Austin is #2 in the conference right now. And, they're for real. They lost against UIW their last game. And I know they're going to be wanting to come back and take that on us. But, we're going to just settle down and do what we got to do, stick to the game plan, and hopefully things will work out for us.
In the game we played at their place a few weeks ago, one of the things that I noticed big time was how fundamental they are, especially, in the execution of their offense. When you play a team like that just executes and everybody doing their part, is it a different challenge than maybe playing a team that's just got maybe 1 or 2 players that can just score at will?
Absolutely. They run a lot of stuff. They run one system that has a lot of options out of it. So, we just try to dictate like certain things that we need to do to focus in on. Not going to give you the game plan, but at the same time, this is what we're trying to do. And hopefully the players will buy into it. They beat us by 49 points at their place. And, I showed the players this on film yesterday, and I let them know, look at the effort. This is a different team that we have today versus the team we had in the past. Let's build from what we worked on the last few weeks to a month. And let's not go out there and give our crowd here at Prather that type of effort that we had there at their place.
Do you feel like having seen them once already will help in that the defense of what they're trying to do? Just having the players that are still here to have, we saw them do this already once and kind of have maybe a little bit of an edge in that way?
Well, I try to tell them, you see the mistake that you made. Let's not make the same mistake. This is what we got to do. Let's build on this. It's important that if you don't do these things here, these small little parts of what you got to do from a defensive standpoint, we're going to get the same results. Let's not do that. Let's go out and let's play hard, play solid basketball, play team basketball, and you never know what could come out of this. We want to win the game, obviously. So does Stephen F. Austin. They want to win the game too. But let's take care of home court advantage and go out with a bang for our seniors. So it's not going to be easy. This is a great team. They fundamentally sound from the starting player down to the bench player. They are fundamentally sound, well coached, and you know, we got our work cut out for them.
Just looking at the offensive side for us real quick, you know, it seems like we talked a lot about execution with Stephen F., and there's been flashes of that on our end as well. Lacey's been playing very well on both ends of the floor. You know, Jazz has kind of picked up towards the end of the season as well. Kira's been, you know, double digits pretty much every night. How do you, or what's been maybe the difference over the past few weeks in the offense and scoring better than we have been this season?
It's the confidence. I think it's all confidence. You know, my thing is to them is, you're not going to make every shot, but you got to work prepared at making that shot. Don't let your last miss affect your next make. That's my motto. It's going to always be the same. Don't let your last miss affect your next make. So if you miss it, don't worry about it. Go back down on the defensive end. Let's play some defense, and then go back. You get an open shot, and I take the shot. I won't be mad at you for missing shots, because I miss shots. We all gonna miss shots. Michael Jordan missed shots. Yeah. You know, so it's basketball. Let's go out there and just play. You know, we changed some things in our system because I feel like there are certain things that can cater to our players. And of course, the scoring has went up, but you know, that's part about it. I mean, you have the confidence. You go out there and do it. You go out there and do it. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm very excited about this game here. Hopefully, we'll have a better outcome. But you know, again, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm ready to play. I hope my team is ready to play.
Like I said, 2 games this week, so we play Stephen F., and I know that's the focus right now, certainly. But another 3-game road swing to end the season with even more pressure on the team to win these games, to give themselves a chance to play in Katy. Obviously, that starts tomorrow with Stephen F., but playing the last 3 on the road against teams that are themselves fighting for spots. How much pressure do you feel like is on the team, or do you not even talking about that at this point?
I have not talked about that. My thing is, we got to take one day at a time, one game at a time, and when that time comes, then we'll worry about that. But right now, the focus on this team right now is to be prepared to win today so we can win tomorrow. And if things work out in our favor on Wednesday, then we move forward for Saturday's game.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.